Here are 3 reasons why you shouldn't pursue a PhD. Hello everyone, my name is Varsa Maravi. I'm a chemical engineering PhD graduate from the University of South Florida. Hold up, I'm a PhD graduate, so why the hell am I telling you not to pursue a PhD? So I've spoken to several people and I've realized that some people want to pursue a PhD for the wrong reasons. And let me tell you, getting a PhD is no joke. It takes years of dedication, resilience, and hard work. It's not just an extended college degree. Some people even get depressed and drop out in the process. So if you're going into a PhD for the wrong reasons, you're already setting up yourself for failure from the very beginning. And so these are the reasons I want to point out in this video. So yeah, 3 terrible reasons for you to go pursue a PhD. First, you want to make more money. That's a fallacy. So I've spoken to someone that was like, oh, I think I want to go get a PhD because my salary will increase. That's really a wrong way to look at it. Not saying that like a PhD cannot make you get a better job, but it's really depending on the area, your area of discipline. Most areas really do not require a PhD to get promoted. And so let's think about it like this. So we're in year 2024 and I could either go get a master's and get a good job, or I decide to go do a PhD. If I go get a master's 2 years and then go get a job, I'll get like a decent position because I have a graduate degree, which a master's is also a graduate degree. I start working, 1-2 years I get promoted, my salary increases, and I just start my trajectory from there. But if I go get a PhD, I'm investing like 4 to 5 years, some people 6 to 7 years in this degree, and I've not even started a job, right? In this 5 years, when my mates or colleagues are in the industry getting promoted, I'm in a PhD program just receiving stipends for like 5 years. And when I then start working, maybe a little bit higher than what a master's will start with, but like that would be a master's degree starting at the same time you are starting. The master's degree that started the 5 years ago when you started your PhD has gotten promoted. So like I said, this is really discipline focused because there are some disciplines that a PhD will really help them skyrocket in their career. I'm hearing a lot that like people in the AI space really appreciate like research PhD. So you really need to be sure that your field actually requires a PhD to take you to the very top, especially if you're going into industry. So going in for the sole purpose of just making money, going to pursue a PhD for just the sole purpose of making money actually frustrates you because in many cases it's not so. Most people who make the most money are business people, and so business people can still be PhDs, but you know they can be just bachelors or even no bachelors at all. So make sure that you're not thinking you want to make like $1 million from getting a PhD. You can, like I said, I plan to, but that's not like the common story of PhDs. Okay, second reason I've heard that was like, someone told me that he wants to do a PhD because he wants to feel intelligent. This is my friend, maybe you might be watching, but like it was like, oh, I feel like my bachelor's I didn't really do well, and so I don't feel like intellectual, and so I want to do a PhD to feel intelligent. That can also go for like ego, also maybe to prove to the world that you're intelligent. Let me use myself as an example. So I've always been like a brainy child, do I call that? Yeah, like school was never hard for me. From primary to secondary to bachelor's, university to master's, it was easy for me, right? I was always top of my class. But let me tell you what what really challenged me was my PhD. PhD will make you feel like you know nothing. This is coming from someone that like always was the top of her class. PhD will drain you, that will challenge you that way. So if you're entering a PhD thinking you want to come feel intelligent, PhD will make you feel stupid actually, because the truth is that PhDs are intelligent, but because we get to read a lot and know, like the more intelligent you are, the more you know that you don't know. Do you get that what I'm saying? So like you actually will feel stupid for most of the time. Later it gets better, but honestly you just get to now know that, oh, you get to identify that, oh, I don't know this, and I'm okay to say I don't know this. I can find out what it is, but like you don't really just feel intelligent. My opinion, do you know like consultants? So when I say consultant, I'm probably a consultant right now, you don't know, but like when I say consultant, like non-PhD consultants, I feel like way more confident than PhDs, but I don't think they're more intelligent than PhDs. So like PhDs just know, like you're saying, oh, I can do this. Like maybe I'm talking to someone and like the person's like, we're working on a project, and like, oh, the person's like, oh, I'll do this in 2 weeks. Just because of how much I know that that's bullshit. I know that that'll take 3 months. So that's how like when you enter like PhD, you get to know that you don't know, and so most of the time you get to feel stupid. It gets better at the end of the day, but I think you even have to now train yourself to like, oh, you know this stuff, you even know it more than these people, even though you know how much you don't know. So like you then have to now consciously build that confidence to be like, oh, I know this, like, and speak out, or be like a consultant that will like blow things out. Like for PhDs, for researchers, it's really hard for us to blow things because we know like all of the uncertainties and all. So for that person, I'm like, I didn't tell them like, oh, don't do a PhD, but like I'm just putting it straight that don't think that like when you enter a PhD program you then feel intelligent. No, you feel stupid most of the time because there are just so many things you don't know. So like if you're coming into a PhD, just come with that mindset. Don't think that when you come like, I'm a prof. No, you're gonna feel, it's gonna challenge you. You're going to feel stupid, and so if that's your sole reason, you will be disappointed from like your first year. Okay, so that's a wrong reason to pursue a PhD. The third and final reason I'm going to give is pursuing a PhD because you don't know what else to do. Like I said, PhD is art. Is not easy. It's not just a 1-year master's that you're doing. It's not something that you can just go. No, it is a life commitment. And so for you to just decide to, oh, I want to do PhD because I don't know what else to do, that's not good on you, because when PhD eats you, if you don't have a stronger reason, you probably run away, or it actually gets to you, get depressed. So if you don't know what to do, and I'll use myself as an example. When I was coming to the United States, I was actually initially applying for a PhD. I knew I could come for a PhD directly from my bachelor's because I had friends that were doing it. But let me tell you, I was scared of a PhD. I was hearing stories about PhDs. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do a PhD. And I was like looking at chemical engineering programs at that point, and no research was actually drawing out to me, maybe because I didn't even really understand it, you get. And so, do you know what I did? I was very comfortable to first then come for a master's in something I was excited about, which was global sustainability. I know like that was a privilege because I had to pay for that like first year or first semester to come, and not everybody could do that, but like I did that because I'm like, oh, I'm excited about this master's program right now, and that's what I want to do. When I come, we'll see what happens. And so like I came, I enjoyed that master's. I had it in mind that I'll apply for PhD afterwards, still thinking of like the right program and all. But you know, during my master's, I then saw like a research group in chemical engineering, and so like honestly, if this research group was in environmental, that's probably where I'll go. So like it was not really even the course. Like I saw a research group and I wanted to be in that research group. If my professors are watching this, they probably do not know this. Like I saw them and I'm like, whoa, I want to do a PhD with them. That's what I was like, I want to do a PhD with them. And so like I then applied and I made sure that I got into that group. So what I'm saying is that I was initially scared of a PhD because of all the stories I was hearing, but the time I now took the step to go into a PhD was when I was very sure of exactly what I wanted to study study, exactly what I wanted to build expertise in, and I went for it. So if you do not know what to do, if you're at a point where you don't know your next career, which a lot of us, honestly, a lot of us pass through, even after PhD, be like, where do you want to go with your life? If you're not sure, let me say you finish your master's or your bachelor's, you're not sure, rather than just jumping into a PhD program, I'll say like take the gap here, do internships, do like career workshops to be sure where you want your life to go. And so in that soul section, if you now realize you want to like go into research, build an expertise in an area of research, then you can go for a PhD. But let it not just be like, oh, I don't know what to do, and so let me do this. It's too long of a time to just put your life to make decisions like that for your life. 5 years is a long time, so you don't just want to say, oh, I don't know what to do, so I'll take out 5 years to do a PhD. So yeah, those are my 3 reasons that I think you shouldn't do a PhD. If those are your core reasons, you shouldn't. But let's say this was one of your reasons and you're already in a PhD program. Girl, guy, you're going to succeed in that PhD, even if you entered it for the wrong reasons, okay? Yeah, you entered it, maybe you're frustrated, but like, we're committed to you succeeding. And so I made a video here on like 10 proven strategies to succeed in your PhD, no matter the point you are in now. Because like I said, I did my PhD, I enjoyed my PhD. And so I want to share with you guys tips to actually succeed if you're already in your PhD. If you're not, and this is one of your reasons, I think you should go back and think about it properly, and then you might find out that that's really not your reason. That's just like a superficial reason. You have a better reason, right? So yeah, so guys, I'd like you to leave in the comment extra reasons why you think people shouldn't pursue a PhD, or even reasons why people should pursue a PhD. And if you're a PhD student right now, I want to know, are you enjoying your PhD? Are you frustrated? What point are you now in your PhD? Let me know. And yeah, please subscribe to my channel. I'll continue making videos like this about succeeding in grad school, but also I have a podcast on this channel called the Sustainability Nuggets Podcast, where I interview experts in the sustainability industry, just learning about different parts, from policies, government, to CEOs, like creating wonderful products with founders and even researchers doing like groundbreaking research. So please subscribe and let's learn together. Until next time, continue to live consciously, and I'll see you in my next video.